Good morning. It is February, what was it, 7th? 7th or 8th? I think probably 7th, but I might be getting it wrong. Might be 8th. It's close to 11 morning right now. I think I was pretty tired and I slept in. I mean, I still feel somewhat tired, but it's not too bad. So I've already gotten, some homework and some of a few of the productive things done for this weekend, but I have, some housekeeping stuff I'd like to do, and then, whatever is left of the homework. I don't know. I saw that there was actually a little bit of homework for my wellness class, which I'm not really particularly enthusiastic about, not because it's like really that hard, but just because I'm like, I don't know. I just want to treat it like a normal sort of like gym/health class that like I had in like high school or middle school, and I don't have pretty much any homework for. Yours kind of just like an easy pass class, which it doesn't really seem like it's that hard most of the time, but it's fine. I'm sure I'll do what I need to do anyways. So I've gotten I've gotten a good few Minecraft videos out over this last week here, so that's good. A few PvP ones, and had the Minecraft philosophic talk one, or whatever I called that one. I can't remember exactly. Which was kind of fun to do. It's kind of random. Then I also had the Minecraft and Mace PvP thing. It sucks. So I didn't think it'd be this wet out here. Well, it's water. So yeah, I've got some of those videos out, so that's good. I will say though, over this last week, maybe last week too, but I don't really remember as much then. So I feel like I've had some good ideas with videos and whatnot, but I feel like I'm kind of wanting to nothing major really. Probably wouldn't see any terribly large differences or anything, but I am kind of considering like, okay, how is it that I go about making these videos? So what I mean is, like, I'm glad that I put stuff in like the occasional text box, or I put in background music, or I put in like the intro and outro. Yeah, I'm glad about that. But like, for example, if I was thinking that I wanted to make my videos seem or humorous, then perhaps I need to instead of just trying to kind of do the normal sort of mixture of the four things that I've already said, right? Perhaps I can, I don't know, put in more text boxes or memes of my own or something, right? And I'm saying this because like this week here, and I don't know, maybe I'm just tired, and and then with just thinking about the whole Australia study abroad program, and hopefully that works out. Like, I haven't really felt quite as into the video making as I kind of once did. So trying to think about ways to kind of bring that interest back up a little bit. But I think it is entirely possible that, I mean, sometimes like with what I've done in Minecraft, you know, I might just do different things than, you know, or different games or different interests, different activities for a little while to kind of take a mental break from it and then kind of come back to it with a renewed sort of interest. So it is possible. I don't know for certain. It is possible that I may not have as many Minecraft videos this coming week either. But again, I don't know for certain. And it kind of just depends on my mood. But so yeah, I've still not finished the video from last week. You know, because of that. So I don't know when that thing is going to get released or not at any point, to be honest. But I do know that at least I'm kind of looking forward to making the 50 subscribers specials videos, because yay, we reached our goal. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. It made me feel, honestly, it makes me feel a little bit better, you know. I'm really glad that we've met both of our goals so far, you know, the 30 subscribers and the 50 subscribers.
Walk sign on for all crossings.
So I do
Walk sign on for all crossings.
so I do hope to you know, have those few videos out to kind of celebrate. I know that the last time I did pretty much exclusively Minecraft stuff, which I think is fine. I mean, I can kind of do whatever I want to, but I recognize that not everyone in my audience is watching it for Minecraft stuff, although many of you probably are, I reckon. So I might think about, you know, what's a good, you know, idea or two that I can do that's, you know, outside of Minecraft stuff. Especially since I know that some of those videos tend to be kind of hard to watch for a lot of people. But I mean, I am sorry about. I got to work on that a little bit. But nonetheless, right? It's pretty good that we've got 50 subscribers. I mean, right now I'm at 56. So you know, in the last few days, you know, since I got that goal, I've had like 6 people subscribe on top of that. So thank you, whoever you random 6 people are. I really appreciate it. If you happen to watch this video and you subscribed after, you know, the Wednesday here or something, Wednesday or Thursday, whatever it was. So, anyways, but if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more content like this, then, you know, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell, so that way you can see more you know, new videos as they pop up, you know, or as they release, and whatnot. And also remember, if you really want to, you can also check out my Google website. It's about why I'm a YouTuber and, you know, what it is I do and whatnot. So feel free to check it out. The link is provided in on my YouTube page, but if I remember to, I can put it in the description of this video, so anyone can check it out if they want to. So yeah, feel free to do that. Um, um, yeah. So let's see here. Well, yesterday, at the school here, we had a special cultural type of event. So, and I think I might have talked about it somewhat in the last term. I don't really remember if I did or not too much. But, every so once in a while, or, some Fridays here at the school, we're going to have like an event where you can go and you can have lunch in like the study abroad building here. And, it'll be like, you'll eat some kind of food that's based off of whatever the particular culture is, right, and then anyone from that country or any students who've gone and studied abroad there themselves, might give a presentation, about all of the different things they encountered or what their experience was like, or a few of the steps on how to, actually apply for that if anyone's interested. And so it was the New Zealand program there, so that was pretty fun. We had, I think it was mincemeat pies, and we had some salad. And then we had like a nice little I think it was honestly like some kind of oatmeal cookie or something. I don't know what it was right off. It's what it looked like to me, but it wasn't like oatmeal raisin. It was just like oatmeal and something else, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was good though. I liked it. It wasn't like fantastic, but I would eat it. I'd eat it again. Like if they served that here, I think I'd be pretty happy about it. It's just kind of fun learning about all the stuff going on there. One thing that was super cool fact is that I think she said the presenter said that 70% of the wildlife that exists there is exclusive to to the country, which is pretty crazy. I mean, think of it how much natural diversity you can boast of. You can be like, oh hey, you want to see all these all the birds. There's so many birds down there, and among the other animals, right? I mean, that's I consider the pictures those are really beautiful landscapes. I mean, the mountains, the hills, they're really pretty. They're quite an attractive place to set up, a homestead at. But all sorts of interesting things too. For example, that there is public transportation in all of the, all the that and all the the big cities and whatnot. They're all in the main northern island, but in the southern one, it's not really. It's more of a rural area and whatnot, especially because there's whole areas that are reserved just for nature, which I think is I think that's pretty good choice. I think that's really smart, and also really responsible and respectful of the environment, all of its inhabitants and whatnot. So that was cool. And then the last thing I'll say here before I go in is, so in case anyone in my audience didn't know this already, a lot of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, were filmed in New Zealand, and you can actually go. I think you can actually go and see some of those places that they were filmed at, and they're they're really pretty. They're pretty cool, and it's something that was it the Kiwi? That's what they call themselves. that they were really proud of. So I don't know. That just sounded kind of cool. So I mean, maybe it might be cool to go there someday. Just see what it's like and whatnot. But one study abroad trip at a time. Although I don't know. I mean, maybe it's possible that during if I get accepted to the Australia program, if I have I don't know how their break system works, if I even get one, but if they do, I don't know, maybe I could plan a short trip on over to, somewhere in New Zealand and, explore it. That could be fun, for I don't know, maybe a few days, probably, maybe a week, if they give me that long, but anyways. All sorts of interesting stuff. I'm thinking, actually, since I talked about the whole study abroad stuff, it made me feel kind of uplifted my mood a little bit. So I'm thinking I might, who knows? I might actually, I don't know how I would do it, but I'm thinking, maybe just for the heck of it, I can do some basic research, on Sydney, Australia, kind of seeing what's around there, what it's like, all sorts of Australian things, and I might even make a video or two about that. That could be fun, and I could just research stuff. I think I probably want to come up with a list of things that I want to look up, probably I don't know, 10 to 15. I don't know if that's too many or not, but I think that could be fun, and it'd be kind of a nice little change of pace, whatnot. But something I am proud of, or that I like with my channel here, is that I don't exclusively do one type of content, right? Yes, it's mainly the daily walks in Minecraft, right? But you see, I'm not just a Minecraft YouTuber, or I'm not just a blog YouTuber. I also do chess and make my own poems and memes and jokes and and all sorts of fun things. So I am very curious to see again what the direction of this channel will be, and if I do grow big, which I mean probably as a content creator, I had no idea if this would happen and or when, but theoretically if that happens at some point, I don't know, whatever goal I think later on down the road. I don't know. I'm wondering if I'd like to split off the channel into 3 or 4 different ones, for each having their own different stuff. But I don't know if I'll do that or not. It's possible. It's also possible I might not. But regardless, it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. I don't know. I'm really liking it. I think it makes it a lot more interesting to have all sorts of different things. I can kind of imagine with my certain other website, which again, check that out if you haven't already, or do that after this video. Right, I could have a whole, I might even have a whole section on there, a whole page or two, where I talk about culture and study abroad and all that stuff, because I think that would be really fun to do, and I think it'd be kind of a nice sort of break from the Minecraft stuff, before I come back to doing more of that. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try to do the 50 subscribers stuff. There is going to be at least 1 or 2 Minecraft videos in there. I'll show you of that. So anyways, it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna get going in. I'm gonna have breakfast, get back on, do laundry, do the homework, a few other things, and then hopefully we get to doing study abroad. The Australia videos and whatnot. So interesting to start that. Anyways, and I'll see you guys in the next video.